Hello everybody, and welcome back to a new video. It's your boy, Toothless Steve. Now, this is going to be a different video today. Now, before we get moving, I'd like to point out that this is going to be a video about me and my racing. Okay, now, that is probably going to be a lot more of these types of videos, only not video games. I plan on posting more, only it would be more IRL. Now, as the guy who was he just got yelled at. So, if you notice, the guy in the white car in front of me, which he's gone now, that is my teammate. We are racing. I think it's my time to go. But freaking God Almighty right there was like, hey, you shouldn't do that. As my teammate returns. Say hello, teammate. Now, he had no idea I was recording this. So, yeah. Please don't be mad at me if you find this video. And, yeah. This is what I sound like, by the way. Anyway. So, yeah. Big Daddy is getting mad, and I'm not sure if you guys can hear what's going on in the background, but I can't. And I do want to point out that the audio in this game is very glitchy, and it's just been like that, like even when I'm not screen recording. Now, I'm going to, when we get on with the race, I'm going to digest to you guys what is happening, why it's happening, and a whole bunch of other things. It is raining. That is what that is. Yes. So, I currently don't know what to talk about right now, because this is kind of a long wait, which... Oh, hey, look, a gummy bear. Sorry, I just found a gummy bear. Also, I just tried these Frank's Red Hot Spicy Gummy Bears, and oh my god, they're so good. They're not that spicy, actually. Anyway. Yeah. So, you guys are probably gonna see a lot more of these types of videos. Only real life. Now, they're just gonna be go-karts, because I don't have an actual race car. That would be nice, but I do not have an actual race car. Okay, so in the bottom middle of the screen, you got a speedometer, right? Now that is in kilometers an hour. I have to have it to that right now, because there is currently a speed limit of 120 kilometers an hour. Now, this is what is called a formation lap. This isn't the race. Well, it's gonna be the race, but this is what we do. Just, before the race to make sure everybody's set. It's like track. Everybody's gotta be, right there. And those guys are speeding off. And there goes Rexy, the green one, the green Porsche. But anyway. They're not supposed to be doing that. What that is called an overtake. They're not supposed to do that on the formation lap because the race hasn't started yet. And I took that corner really outside. Say hi to my teammate there. But yes. So, I have collisions off for this game. And you're going to see why later on in the video. But it is very weird and very selective, because I can phase right through normal people. Bye, Rexy. I can phase right through normal people, but some people, it's like that right there. I didn't phase through him. We straight hit each other and we take the same path apparently. But yeah, I'm going to try to remember what I was thinking during this as we pull up to the start line. Now, yeah, you're going to see spectacular stuff. So, green flag went out, right? And he just smokes me. I'm not going to lie, he smokes me. And so I, right now, am trying to chase him down, but because it's raining, I was being cautious. Now it's not raining, so I can lay into him, which I do pretty good. For my first race, this being my first public race with other people, okay, that's a lie. My first race in this game, he took that corner really wide. I'm gonna try to speed this up real quick. We're racing GT3 class, and that's all we are. And this is the first race I've done like that. But yeah, you can see there, I tried going for an overtake. He went outside, I went inside. And in this spot, I am currently third. Rexy's in front of me. And yeah. So right now I'm like in the mindset, okay, it's just you and your teammate. Because now I'm in second. We are first and second. And he's leading the way and I'm trying to catch up to him. That's my current goal. And yeah, I do pretty good. He took that corner really wide. But I knew yeah. Because I was so far inside, I had to brake early so that way I could make the corner. Yeah. And then that Lamborghini shows up because he bumped me, my teammate bumped me out of the way. See? I can phase right through him. But yes, this game is very glitchy for some reason. I'm not sure if it's because they're still in development, but where the cars in front of me, how they're glitching back and forth like that, that is usually only because I'm screen recording. If I'm not screen recording, it runs smoothly. But yes. So now, me and my teammate are second and third, and I try to get up close to him so that way I can bump draft him. And that track extending, that means I'm outside of the track. That was a green zone. If you look on the track, right, by the side of the track, there's going to be light green spots. That means that you can go outside there, like how I did, and not get yelled at. So that was me getting yelled at, that red thing. Which it's stupid. So yeah, right about there. I gave him a little bump. He went a bit outside. But he's still in front of me. Now that was kind of cheating a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. What he did. But I mean, it happens, you know? Now there's Rexy. I'm like, oh, okay. Where's my teammate? So about here in a second, I'm gonna like look behind me, and he's gonna be gone. Like he's gone. Yeah, I try to get behind Rexy, and I brake late there, so that way I could come up closer to him, and that, yep, see, he's gone. But that really didn't do any good as I watch him pull away from me furthermore into despair. And there was a flip. And if you notice on the left side of the screen, it says yellow flag in S3. So when it comes to race car tracks, they're divided up into three sectors. First part, second part, and third part. Literally, that's all that means. And yellow flag in sector 3 means that there is something happened. And yellow flag means careful, somebody was stupid and did something big no-no. And yeah. So there's currently a yellow flag in sector 3, which is the third part of the track. Out of the 3 pieces, it's the third part of the track, which it's sort of by the finish line. Because you go in chronological order. When you race the racetrack, you go in chronological order. First part, second part, third part. And that's saying, obviously, somebody did something stupid in the third part of the track. Be careful. And then that green flag being waved means it's all good. The VSC, I think it, I'm not sure if it's vehicular safety car or something, but it obviously got deployed. Now, I am trying desperately so hard to catch back up to Rexy. Oh, also, if you look at the right side of the screen, where there's the lap 5 and the timer, where it says S1, S2, S3, that is not the flags in those sectors. That is my overall time with my usual. So if it's yellow, that means I'm slower. If it's green, it's about average, which is where you want to be. If it's purple, great. You're doing amazing. You are much faster in that spot. You want that. You want purple. I'm just now learning about that as I fade through Rexy. I got the better entry, but he got the better exit. In video games, my style of racing isn't as prominent because I have gone go-kart racing before, if you follow me on Instagram, which I doubt, but yes. I was slower in sector 2. That sucks. Now, I know that it looks like I have a mobile setup. I'm doing all of this on my phone, even this editing. And yeah, as me and Rexy crashed into the same guy, I'm pretty sure I'm still in 3rd place. Yep, still in 3rd place, I think. The leaderboard on the left, that's inaccurate because I haven't been lapped yet. But yeah, I'm doing all this editing on my phone, even recording my voice. So that's why I probably sound super weird. And he just shoves me out of the way, throwing me into 4th. As my teammate just complains, because me and him are racing the same car. He's complaining about how much understeer it is. What understeer is, basically, if you turn right when you're driving, you turn right and you keep going straight. That's understeer. That's a very extreme understeer, but you get the point. It's when you're telling something to do something and it does it, but it falls up short of your expectation. Kind of, in a way. I know I'm weird at explaining things. Yeah. But you're gonna see in a minute, because for all these corners, I'm not really putting in the same input, but as time goes on, you're gonna start noticing everything. And I'm pretty sure I'm still in 4th, I think. I don't remember. This is why it pays to have a team, so that way the drivers don't have to remember, the team does, and that the driver can just be like, hey, what place am I in? How far ahead is the guy in front of me? And that was very poor sportsmanlike, because I went into a turn and he literally used me as a brake and threw me out of the way so that he could this happens with public people who literally don't know how to race or good sportsmanship. I try to be a good sportsman. Sometimes I'm not, I will admit, but I try to be. And yes, I'm just now realizing that is still in kilometers an hour. I haven't realized it yet in the game, but yeah. And that's not cheating at all. So I'm going to say some of these cars aren't GT3s. They are a lower class, which is perfectly understandable, and it's perfectly allowed because they do not have as much money. They do not have enough money to purchase a GT3, which it's $1 million. I clearly do. On the right hand side, you can see how much money I have. I clearly do have enough money for another one, because at this point I already have 2, and this car I'm used to my other GT3. That one, it's awesome. This GT3 I'm not so much comfortable with. It's not really comfortable with, but it's like, yeah, it's touchy. It has its good moments and its bad. Now, if you notice, we went from that weird freaking vehicle dispatch thing to a red flag. Now, what a red flag means is there was probably a really big accident. Everybody needs to stop immediately, right now. And as you can see, I didn't do that. Because A, this is a video game. B, this is a race with literally no reward, so I mean, it's not gonna affect anything. And B, everybody else is still going, and I drive into the dirt like an idiot. But yeah, red flag means you need to stop, and you can be, actually you probably will be disqualified for not stopping on a red flag and continuing on, or at least, yeah. Now, usually red flags lead to a restart. Means not like completely restart, but like on the current lap you're on, see, red flag, return to the pits. What we're gonna do is a restart. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the understeer is starting to take place. And what I'm going to start doing, which really doesn't work in real life, but I'm going to start using the handbrake to slow down more. Because I blipped the handbrake there. But we're going to go to a restart. It means we all stay on the same lap as we were. It's just we're going to start from there. Basically a timeout. Only everybody's going to be in the safe zone. Only it's really not the safe zone. It's the most dangerous part. The most dangerous part of a race is any type of start, whether that's a normal start or a restart, because that's putting everybody in one spot. Now, if you drive on a freeway, you know that some people are really big idiots and they don't know how to drive. So if you put everybody in the same spot with the same place, all wanting to go to do the same thing, everything the same, just doing it differently, it can create a fuss. Now, I was going to go into the pits to get my tires changed, but then I was like, wait a minute. if I'm experiencing understeer, so are they. But honestly, I kind of didn't think correctly, because if I would have got my tires changed here, I would have been at such a good advantage. Now, that white Red Bull over there, that looks like my teammate's car, but that is not my teammate. This happens sometimes. And I asked my teammate, where is he? And you're gonna see him, and I'm doing a burnout in front of the guy who stole my teammate's car, because I'm just cool like that. But here I am asking. But anyway, like I was saying, yes, I am playing on mobile, but I have a Bluetooth controller hooked up to my phone. That is because some steering is kind of iffy. As you guys can probably see in here, some things get a bit glitchy, and steering inputs and all that stuff also get glitchy. Now, at this point in the race, I don't know what place I am. I'd just like to point that out. But back to what I was saying, using a controller, that somehow eliminates that factor. So, I don't know what place I'm in. At this moment of time, I'm in A place. I'm not in last, which is good, but I'm not in first, which is bad. So I'm warming up my tires a little bit. Hopefully help with grip and less understeer. So we are going back to another formation lap for the restart. And yeah. So God is yelling at another person named Ow, and he's telling him to get back in his spot, and he's not gonna do that. And yeah, also that's why there's that white dot in the center of the screen. It's because when you play on Roblox with a controller or console, that's there. I'm not sure really if it's on console. Yep, limit your speed or face disqualification. And if you notice, Elliot is starting the race. My teammate. He's currently in the front. He's starting the race. And I'm not there yet. So I am hauling. And as you can see, everybody's already going. Now, you may say that's a bad thing. Which, yes, they started without me. That hurt my feelings. But that also provides me with an advantage, because while they were stopped, they have to work up the momentum and speed to, get to their optimal lines. Me, on the other hand, because I was already hauling to get there, I already have that momentum and speed at the same point that they're crossing the line. Now, the first corner that we took, I counted, I think I'm in fourth. Still in fourth, even after that guy passed me, because that is an LMP car. That is not a GT3 or lower. So, by technicality, I am still in fourth. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't have the placement up on the screen, which you guys can see yet. And that right there is why I have collisions turned off, because that is a frequent. There are a lot of people who like to go on the track backwards to crash into people on purpose. And it gets annoying. And that, I think, was the imposter of my teammate, which I'm just now noticing. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm still in fourth, because that was a GT3 who passed me, but I passed another GT3. I think it was the imposter of my teammate. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop saying what place I'm in, so that way you can judge for yourself. But yes. Yeah, I'm going to now shut up so that all you car people, if you're watching this, can listen to the sound of that big, girthy turbo spooling. Okay, now, as we come up to the end of the race, which I just crossed the finish line, I don't know what place I got, sadly. I know, it sucks, but yeah. So, right now this is called a cooldown lap, which is used to just cool the car off a little bit, because when you're racing, everything gets hot. I mean, obviously. If it didn't, you got a special car. Or at least I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. It's not the end of the race. Not yet. We're almost there. So, yeah. I will let you finish listening to the engine. Yeah. Now, I meant to actually hit record a little bit sooner. There's a kind of a countdown. Yeah, that was the last lap battle. Now we're in the cooldown lap. If you notice, I'm going just a little bit slower. Yeah. So, cooling down everything. I went in the dirt like an idiot. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, as we're coming up to the end of the video, I wonder where my teammate is later on, but I'm not going to throw out any spoilers for you guys because you guys aren't that awesome yet. I know you guys are pretty awesome. You should hit that like and subscribe if you want to see me actually race. Coming soon to a YouTube near you, hopefully. Yeah, but if you guys noticed that red button that keeps coming up, that means I'm pushing down the handbrake. And I was using that a lot more, and as it helped a little bit, so to the point where I didn't have to use it as much, but I still had to use it a little bit. When am I gonna finish this race? Holy crap. I don't know. Yeah, I know that sometime near here I'm gonna finish up real quick. But yes, I do. Yeah, this is something I do plan on doing in real life. So please like and subscribe, so that way you could help me achieve my dream of becoming a GT3 racer. But yeah, I'm still going really outside on these corners, not like I'm used to. So yes, now I have submitted a form in the video game to be part of a league of different people who race these, and there is a reward, but they have to accept me, and I have to be good enough, which is one of the reasons why I've been racing like this, is to get better at my line and braking and chasing people down. Because if I can't be a cop, you know, and I want to chase down people, yep. So I think that might have been my last lap. Maybe, hopefully. I think I am slowing down a bit more. Yep. Because there's that little guy right in front of me. You guys are gonna love this guy. I'm gonna try to catch up with him, because it is what I thought it was, which I thought it was funny, and it was just amazing. 10 out of 10. I might actually spend my $1,484,004, now $48, on what he's driving. Maybe he just disappeared. Where'd he go? Am I not done racing yet? What the heck? I know he's there. He is right there, and I pass him. And I'm like, is that what I thought it was? Does it look like a go-kart? A little go-kart. Which, yeah, it actually was. Yeah. It's incredibly funny as he goes into the dirt there. I can't say much. And I make a bad mistake by slowing way down. So now I gotta catch back up to him, because I want to see this thing. Like, I really want to see this thing. Now, they do make actual go-karts like this, that do actually go this fast. They're made for, like, Daytona and stuff, and not tracks like this. But they're still pretty quick, because I'm going flat out, and he's gone. The only thing I have better than him is I have a bit better acceleration. His car may be lighter, and he may corner much better than mine, but I've got him on acceleration, dude. I'm not even going full flat out, and he's struggling to catch up. But yeah, see, that's a little itty bitty go-kart. This little itty bitty thing. I actually might spend my I might spend my money on that thing. Now, this game is on Roblox. It's not free. It is 35 Robux. But you get cool stuff like this, where people somewhat know what they're doing. And that little itty bitty go-kart just spins out, and he somehow sneaks past me. I don't know how, but yeah, I'm gonna go into the pits. You're gonna see me ask well, yeah. So this is a Ferrari, but there's no Ferrari section of pits. So me and my teammate just decided, hey, why don't we just park it in the Corvette? You know? I mean, it's not like really anybody's gonna care. But I do ask him what happens. That's gonna be later off in the video. I'm gonna ask him what happened and what place he was in. And he said he was battling Rex, the green Porsche with teeth. Literally. Oh yeah, look at that sexy Ferrari. Anyway, he was battling it for third place. But yeah, that's the end of that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yay!